In one of my previous videos, I talked about switching over to only using prime lenses on my Sony A7C. Well, the Sigma at 28-70 is my one exception to that. Now, what makes the Sony A7C so special is its compact size. Now, there are plenty of prime lenses out there that are super small, compact, that pair perfectly with this camera, but I don't really think very many zoom lenses do, especially not my 24-70 G Master lens that I had. So the first time I put it on, I knew it was probably not the best idea to continue using it on this camera. So I sold it and I bought this lens. Now, the first question you might have when switching from a 24-70 to a 28-70 is it really worth losing those 4mm in focal length? And I will say, for the compact size of this lens, it is 100% worth it for the Sony A7C. Now, when I was deciding which zoom lens I wanted to get for my A7C, I narrowed it down to the Sigma 28-70 and the Tamron 28-75 G2 lens that was released recently. I decided to go with the Sigma because the extra 5mm in range that you got for the increased size of the Tamron wasn't really worth it to me. And another reason I decided to go with the Sigma is because it is only slightly larger than a 35mm G Master lens. Now, when it comes to lenses for the A7C, a popular topic is the fact of the balance and the weight of the lens compared to the body itself. Now, for the A7C, unless you're using pancake lenses or super small prime lenses, the lens is always going to outweigh the body itself. So you really just have to compromise and figure out exactly what zoom lens is going to work best for you. So out of all of the lenses I've tried, the Sigma was definitely the biggest bang for my buck in the smallest package. Now, moving on from size, it's a Sigma lens. You know it's going to be incredibly sharp, wide open from corner to corner. In my previous video, I talked about why I prefer prime lenses over zoom lenses. Now, zoom lenses 100% do have their uses, especially if you're traveling and you're trying to only carry one lens on you. You're trying to stay as mobile as possible and not let carrying multiple lenses, having to swap them out, slow you down. That is exactly what zoom lenses are useful for. So especially depending on what your needs are, especially if you're upgrading from the kit lens that came with the A7C, I would say the Sigma 28-70 is definitely the perfect upgrade for you. So say you're kind of new to photography, you don't know a whole lot about lenses and different lenses and what their uses are. Why would you want to upgrade or need to upgrade to this lens from the kit lens? No matter the focal length, it has a constant 2.8 aperture, which means if you're in darker lighting situations like at night, you can keep your aperture low and let in as much light as possible so you don't have to raise the ISO on your camera, which adds a lot more grain and noise into the image. It also helps you get that creamy bokeh when you're shooting portraits. And the third reason why I highly recommend this lens is because it's cheaper than the other lenses too. It comes in at least $600–700 cheaper than you can even find a used 24-70 G Master lens. It comes in $300 cheaper than the Sigma 24-70 lens, and it's like $100 cheaper than the Tamron lens. But in the end, this is just my opinion, so let me know if you have any other thoughts or opinions down in the comments. So thanks for watching the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like below. It helps support me so I can continue growing and reaching more people. And subscribe if you'd like to see more of these types of videos. Go out and shoot.